In your headlines, a look at TCI's National Development Plan. President of the National Cancer Society encouraged persons to donate to a wealthy cause. And TCI fashion designer shines during Bahamas opening of Parliament. Hello Turks and Caicos, welcome to Newswatch. I'm Latoya Walker, your anchor for Friday's newscast. Let's get right into it. It was an exciting week for the Ministry of Physical Planning and Infrastructural Development as the long-awaited National Physical Development Plan went live on October 1st. The details in Friday's leading story.
Over the past week, the planning team toured the islands to present copies of the National Physical Development Plan, along with sectional maps and other promotional paraphernalia to the District Commissioners of North, Middle, and South Caicos. The team also presented copies of the plan to a number of other key stakeholders. These included the directors of Invest TCI, the Department of Environment and Coastal Resources, Environmental Health, Land Registry, Land Survey, Agriculture, Tourism Risk Manager, as well as a number of past chairmen of the Physical Planning Board. The plan is intended to create cohesion among key government stakeholders, while securing the ministry's role as the manager of physical development throughout the TCI. Commenting on the work of the planning team and on the launch of the plan was Subject Minister the Honorable Akira Mizik. Mizik says the National Physical Development Plan will shape the physical development that will take place in the country over the next 10 years. It also examines the way development, whether commercial, residential, private, or public, has changed in the islands. Going forward, all proposals will have to fit within the plan and ensure the country is developing in a sustainable and resilient manner, taking into account heritage sites, environmental protection, green spaces, transportation network, and interconnection of the islands. The minister adds that in the upcoming months, the ministry will continue to highlight the plan, its functions, and its purpose. There will be town hall meetings around the islands to explain the specific plan for each island. In the meantime, the plan can be viewed on the government's website at www.gov.tc or in person at the planning department. For PTV News Watch, I'm Delana Isles.
A quick break now, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Newswatch.
This is a reminder that all PTV service accounts are due on the first day of each month. Accounts should be brought up to date by the 28th of the month to avoid disruption in service. Payments may be made on our office at Stubbs Diamond Plaza, Providenciales, Mides Plaza, North Caicos, and Airport Road in South Caicos. Payments may also be made online using Scotiabank, CIBC First Caribbean Bank, and Royal Bank of Canada. Please allow 3 business days for online payments to be processed. We thank you for your cooperation.
Welcome back to Newswatch. In this next story, the president of the National Cancer Society says that with the increasing numbers in cancer rising each year and fundraising restrictions due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the nonprofit organization is depending on persons to donate for a worthy cause.
Our theme for this year's Breast Cancer Awareness Month is Your Fight is Our Fight. For 17 years, the NCS has been assisting cancer patients, their families, and our survivors with financial, spiritual, practical, physical, and emotional support through our free cancer services. We support individuals with breast cancer and every other type of cancer from diagnosis to survivorship. Due to COVID-19 pandemic, The National Cancer Society had to cancel our usual fundraising events from last year up to now. As a nonprofit organization, we are totally depending on the funding from our various scheduled events throughout the year and rely on the goodwill and generosity of private corporations, businesses, financially able persons, and the general public to keep us afloat. With patients' numbers going up each year, we are truly grateful for the support we get. We hope that those who are able to help can donate to the NCS so that we can continue to assist persons who need us most.
The president of the National Cancer Society also revealed the cancer statistics for the 2020-2021 period.
Currently in the Turks and Caicos Islands, breast cancer is the most commonly diagnosed cancer. Statistics show that from January to December 2020, the total number of registered breast cancer cases in the country was 127. Total deaths recorded in 2020 were 2. Statistics also show that from January to September 2021, the total number of registered breast cancer cases are 140, an increase of 13 cases so far compared to 2020.
Rigby also revealed that the numbers include both male and female, and also gave the total death as a result of breast cancer.
There are 137 female patients and 3 male patients. Total deaths recorded at this time is only 1.
A voluntary product recall is in effect for antifungal sprays manufactured by Bayer, which indicates the presence of a substance that could potentially cause cancer. Here are the details.
Lotrimin antifungal athlete's foot powder spray, Lotrimin antifungal jock itch athlete's foot powder spray, Lotrimin antifungal athlete's foot deodorant powder spray, Lotrimin antifungal athlete's foot liquid spray, Lotrimin antifungal athlete's foot daily prevention deodorant powder spray, Tinactin jock itch powder spray, Tinactin athlete's foot deodorant powder spray, Tinactin athlete's foot powder spray, and Tinactin athlete's foot liquid spray have all been voluntarily recalled by the Bayer Consumer Health Company, advising healthcare companies to discontinue the sale and use of specific Lotrimin AF and Tinactin antifungal spray products. This in response to an advisory from the FDA due to the presence of benzene, a substance that could potentially cause cancer depending on the level and extent of exposure. The recalled items are used to treat fungal infections that cause tinea pedis, a skin condition known as athlete's foot. Consumers may contact the Environmental Health Department at 338-2142 for more information on how best to dispose of these spray products.
A quick break now. More Newswatch when we return.
This is a reminder that all PTV service accounts are due on the first day of each month. Accounts should be brought up to date by the 28th of the month to avoid disruption in service. Payments may be made on our office at Stubbs Diamond Plaza, Providenciales, Mides Plaza, North Caicos, and Airport Road in South Caicos. Payments may also be made online using Scotiabank, CIBC First Caribbean Bank, and Royal Bank of Canada. Please allow 3 business days for online payments to be processed. We thank you for your cooperation.
Mixed weather patterns across the Turks and Caicos Islands. Here's your 3-day weather forecast. Starting in the nation's capital, Grand Turk, on Saturday, partly cloudy skies, high 85, low 81. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. On Sunday, partly cloudy skies, high 85, low 80. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. On Monday, partly cloudy skies, high 85, low 80. Winds east-southeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. South Caicos on Saturday, partly cloudy skies, high 85, low 81. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. On Sunday, partly cloudy skies, high 85, low 80. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. On Monday, partly cloudy skies, high 85, low 79. Winds east-southeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. North and Middle Caicos on Saturday, scattered thunderstorms, high 86, low 80. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. On Sunday, scattered thunderstorms, high 86, low 80. Winds south-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. On Monday, partly cloudy skies, high 85, low 79. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Parrot and Pine Key on Saturday, scattered thunderstorms, high 85, low 80. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. On Sunday, scattered thunderstorms, high 85, low 80. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. On Monday, partly cloudy skies, high 85, low 79. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And on Providenciales on Saturday, scattered thunderstorms, high 85, low 80. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. On Sunday, scattered thunderstorms, high 85, low 80. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And on Monday, partly cloudy skies, high 85, low 79. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Time now for your sunrise and sunset. Sunrise at 6:44 a.m., sunset at 6:30 p.m. And for your high tides and low tides, high tides 10:19 a.m., 10:43 p.m. For your low tides, 3:55 a.m., 5:41 p.m. And time now for your hurricane outlook. For the North Atlantic Caribbean Sea in the Gulf of Mexico, an elongated area of low pressure located more than 150 miles off the coast of South Carolina is producing disorganized showers and thunderstorms well to the east of the center of circulation. Strong upper-level winds should prevent any significant tropical or subtropical development during the next day or two. By Sunday, however, environmental conditions could briefly become marginally conducive for some subtropical development of the low. By early next week, the low is expected to interact with a frontal boundary, which should end the opportunity for any subtropical or tropical formation. And that's it for your weather forecast and hurricane outlook. We'll be right back with more Newswatch.
Here at People's Television, we're more than just your leading news and entertainment services. We are
spreading the gospel.
We are breaking barriers.
We are preserving the culture. Each one, teach one.
We are committed to excellence.
We're creating change.
We are creating memories.
We are the future. I am PTV.
I am PTV. I am PTV.
I am PTV.
We are PTV.
We are continuing the legacy. We are PTV.
TCI fashion designer Demikos Williams' name is ringing bells across the country and in the Bahamas after designing a number of the eye-catching pieces worn at the Bahamas State Opening of Parliament on Wednesday. Here's more.
A grand occasion at the Baha Mar Resort during the Bahamas' opening of the House of Assembly, making history for the nation with a record 7 women to have secured seats in the House of Assembly this administrative term. And what a decadent turnout it was by the ladies of the hour as well as attendees. WhatsApp and Facebook were buzzing Wednesday evening after the fashionable showcase of gowns, a number of which created by our very own TCI fashion mogul, Demikos Williams. He speaks to how it all started.
During my early years as like a teenager, I used to help my dad choose his neckties and match up his suits. And then when I started wearing suits, it became a thing for me to make sure I always looked nice. And then I became my mom's personal color coordinator and tried to organize her outfits and my dad's. And then it became a whole family thing and it just branched out from there.
He says it brought him a great sense of pride to see his items being featured across regional stations.
I was beyond elated for the opportunity and then to see my work actually go out there and really make the big screen, and they really represented well. I was honored, flattered. Flattered is an understatement.
Williams also designed pieces for the Turks and Caicos Islands House of Assembly swearing-in ceremony for Deputy Governor Her Excellency Anya Williams, First Lady Delcine Mizik, Honorable Rachel Taylor, and Mrs. Latanya Knowles, just to name a few. Now reaching overseas on regional headlines, attendees of the Bahamas opening of Parliament also sported some vibrant yet subtle, fancy yet chic pieces, including former Premier Honorable Charlene Cartwright Robinson, the Colby ladies, and the Clerk of the House, Miss Parker, all designed by Williams.
I brought up the whole idea of the pleated bottom, something flared out, not altogether fitted. She did the idea and then we went with it. The fabric selection, believe it or not, that was an extra piece that came by mistake from my supplier, but it was so beautiful. I was like, I think you would really like this. And when she looked at it, she was like, yes, this is it. Former Premier, Charlene Cartwright Robinson, with her look.
Okay.
That was like a cornflower blue, pretty much. It also had like a touch of nude and like natural straw.
This is how he says he comes up with the designs for his masterpieces.
First thing I want to look at is pretty much body type. That really influences where I would go with a design. Secondly, and which is also very important, I look at the appropriateness of the design. Like you have to bear in mind what event you're designing or styling for.
Williams says he wanted to keep within an island theme and decided on straw hats and additives with some help from Daphne Handfield.
Were to look at her pictures, you'd see like around the cuff of her sleeve, there's some sort of a straw work textured out around that.
Yes, I saw.
And there's also the belt with like a pearl buckle. And if you were to look at her hat, there's also some straw on that. And all of my clients this time showcased a clutch.
The fashion mastermind says no garment is alike, and a masterpiece can take about 1 week to complete, depending on availability of fabric. And in case you were wondering, Williams also assists the guys with their fashion selections and is a jack of all trades, as he is an artist, interior decorator and florist, and an event planner. You can reach out to him on Facebook and Instagram at Demikos Williams to have a closer look at his designs.
And here's another story that made today's edition of Newswatch.
Fashion is a billion-dollar industry that is indulged in by people of any age, gender, or class. Fast fashion brands such as ASOS is valued at $6 billion in the UK alone. And on average, globally, 70 pounds of clothing is thrown away, despite the fact that 95% of the textiles produced could have been either reused or recycled. We spoke with Amy Avanen, who gave us a brief definition of fast fashion.
Fast fashion is based purely on the value of consuming. So the more you buy, the more it's all about supply and demand. So the demand is high because trends are changing so quickly, and these fast fashion items are usually very much on trend. So usually by next season, you're not going to be wearing it. And it's something that you'll get rid of. And so fast fashion is also made cheaply, often with very poor labor conditions. So, you think of things, clothing made in Vietnam, China, Cambodia. It's often very safe to assume, unless they advertise otherwise, that labor involved is either underpaid or is actually child labor, which is far more common than we might like to admit ourselves.
How does this relate to the TCI? While TCI does not manufacture these products, she explained that the imports of clothing to the islands produces a larger carbon footprint than there is when a product is sold to a buyer in the country of origin.
In the TCI, we are importing, so anything we purchase here, be it a can of tuna or if it's a shirt, anything we purchase has a larger footprint than other items that you might purchase in the USA. Let's say something's been made in the USA and you purchase it in the USA. Its footprint is much smaller than purchasing it here because it has had to travel. And when things travel, there is an impact in terms of carbon emissions. So when we talk about a footprint, we're talking about a carbon emission footprint.
Amy said that being environmentally conscious is no easy feat and that it takes intentionality to form good habits.
From an environmental point of view, it's about setting and following through with your intention, right? It's intentionality. Fast fashion is available to us here in TCI because it's often far cheaper. So when we bring items in and we tack on a 30% duty fee, then it's still something that's affordable. But by next season, we're getting rid of it. We're either throwing it away, which means here it's going straight into the landfill. And of course, the complexities of a landfill on an island is that our land is a limited resource.
Meaning that the bigger the landfill, the less land there is to build homes or cultivate food. We took to the streets to uncover alternative ways you can ensure your clothes are put to good use. At the Salvation Army, pre-owned and brand new clothing donations are collected and sold, the funds of which are used to contribute to areas of society where help is needed most.
Every item you see here in the store has been donated. We make a lot of money through our donations. This money goes back on the island, and we have a whole program of events. Feeding children in school is only one of many programs.
Miss Pauline, as she calls herself, says that there is a stigma that is associated with secondhand clothing. However, she assured us that the shop ensures every item is in tip-top shape.
And our store, well, it's like our second home. We want it that other people are welcome to come in and visit. Do we think we'll be judged because our home is in top order? Personally, for me, yes. Hence, everything has to look sparkling. We're in the morning, we're getting it fixed before we even open the door. And COVID has actually been of benefit in the respect that we are having more donations. We're having better donations.
You can also donate to other charities on the island, or you can ensure that your clothes are put to good use by wearing them several times, buying quality clothing over quantity, and by avoiding buying into trends.
This wraps up today's edition of Newswatch. Remember, you can visit our website at www.ptvatci.com or join us every weekday at 6:30 p.m. for the real news. I'm Latoya Walking. Until next time.